For over 200 years, a tiny, unassuming island off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, has guarded a secret so deeply buried and so violently protected that it has cost millions of dollars, ruined dozens of lives, and claimed the lives of 6 men. According to legend, a 7th person must die before the island finally surrenders what is buried beneath it. This is Oak Island, and deep within its soil lies the Money Pit, arguably the most complex, frustrating, and deadly treasure hunt in human history. It all started in 1795. A teenage boy named Daniel McGinnis was wandering the uninhabited island when he noticed a strange depression in the ground, directly beneath the branch of a massive oak tree. The branch looked like it had been used with a pulley system. The next day, Daniel returned with 2 friends and shovel in hand. They began to dig. They had no idea they were triggering a trap designed by a genius. Just 2 feet down, the boys hit a layer of flagstones, not native to the island. They kept digging. At 10 feet, they hit a solid platform of oak logs embedded into the clay. At 20 feet, another platform of oak logs. 30 feet, yet another oak platform. Realizing they were in over their heads, they stopped. But years later, professional excavation companies took over. They pushed deeper. Every 10 feet, like clockwork, they hit another barrier. Oak logs, charcoal, coconut fiber, and putty. Then, at 90 feet, they struck something completely different. A large, flat stone covered in bizarre, coded symbols. The translation? 40 feet below, 2 million pounds lie buried. The crew was thrilled. The treasure was just 40 feet away. But as they left the pit for the night, they didn't realize they had just made a fatal mistake. The next morning, they returned to find the shaft filled with 60 feet of muddy seawater. They tried to pump the water out, but the water level wouldn't budge. If they pumped it down, it rose right back up. Decades later, researchers discovered why. The creators of the Money Pit hadn't just buried a box. They had engineered an ingenious, booby-trapped flood system. They had dug hidden, finger-like channels all the way to the nearby ocean shore. The moment someone dug deep enough to disturb the seal, ocean water rushed in to drown the pit. The harder you dig, the more the ocean fights back. For the next 2 centuries, the Money Pit became an obsession. It attracted some of the most famous figures in history. Did you know that before he was President of the United States, a young Franklin D. Roosevelt spent a summer on Oak Island in 1909, digging for the treasure? He remained fascinated by the mystery for the rest of his life. But the island is a cruel mistress. In 1861, the search claimed its first victim when a boiler engine exploded, scalding a worker to death. In 1965, the single worst tragedy struck. A searcher named Robert Restall fainted from noxious gas at the bottom of a shaft and fell in. His son and 2 other workers rushed in to save him. All 4 died from hydrogen sulfide poisoning. That brought the death toll to 6. So, what is so incredibly valuable that someone would build an ancient multi-million-dollar security system to protect it? Over the years, 3 major theories have emerged. First, pirate hordes. Specifically, Captain Kidd's lost booty. Kidd was known to have sailed these waters, and rumor has it he buried a massive chunk of his plunder on an island east of Boston. Second, the crown jewels of Marie Antoinette. During the French Revolution, the French queen's jewels vanished. Some believe her lady-in-waiting fled to Nova Scotia with the help of the French Navy to bury them. And third, the Templar connection. The most wild, yet heavily researched theory is that the Knights Templar buried sacred religious relics, or that Sir Francis Bacon buried the true, original Shakespearean manuscripts in a waterproof vault. Today, modern treasure hunters, most famously the Lagina brothers, use multi-million-dollar drilling rigs, sonar technology, and dive teams. They found tiny scraps of ancient parchment, 14th-century lead crosses, and trace amounts of gold and silver deep in the water. But the main vault? It remains completely out of reach. The earth has shifted, shafts have collapsed, and the original Money Pit location has been dug up so many times that no one even knows exactly where the original hole was. Is there actually a billion-dollar treasure waiting at the bottom of Oak Island? Or is the money pit the greatest, most elaborate decoy ever constructed? A trap designed to make men spend their lives digging for nothing? The island keeps its secrets. For now, what do you think is buried at the bottom of the money pit? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this plunge into history's deepest mystery, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, keep searching.